What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another Road to Glory video where today guys we are going to be beginning Season 3 and guys EA have given us the Season 3 Evo Cup bonus win objective and the Evo Cup. It was like the World Tour Cup, it lasts for the whole season, but we're going to kick off with things here today because I want to start getting underway for some of the Evos that are in here. I can't lie though guys, I am overwhelmed right now with the Evos that I've got and deciding who to put certain things on. However, this is the team that I have built for today. So we've actually got Borbe in goal just because we're Evoing her. It's not a difficult Evo. Kepa will be back in eventually. We've got Kieran Tierney at right back. We've got Mosquera at right centre back. And I absolutely need your guys' opinion on something with him and another centre-back. We've got Tarsian at centre-back. We've got the Benzabiani at left-back. I'm going to take you through why in a moment. We've got Allison at left-mid with Cecilia, Jesus, Little Kim, Anthony in form that I got from those player picks yesterday, and Eze up front to build the team. And on the bench, we've got Fryer and Klein. Kind of want to put Finesse Shot Plus on Fryer. I think it'll be real good. We've got Lee Kang in. I've just completed these objectives, of course, and so I really want to put this Lee Kang in eventually. We've got a bench with Pepe, who's an Evo player that I will be bringing in, but Anthony has to start. Casemiro, Martinelli, Ibanez, Bruninho, Letitia, and Kepa just to fill up the rest of the bench. Now, the interesting thing about this tournament is you only need six complete or in progress Evos to enter into it. But they don't even have to be in a starting 11, which I find a little bit dumb. Because people could just build like a really good team now and just put Evos on the bench. However, for our evolutions, before we go into evolutions, for our seasonal side of things, we are working on, at the same time as doing this Evo setup, we are working on this right here, win 30 matches with 5 Brazilians in your starting 11. We're also working on this as well, assist a goal or win 30 matches with a Brazilian midfielder in the starting 11. That is why we've got Anthony, Cecilia, Gabriel Jesus, whoever it may be. And for King Kenny, guys, win 25 matches whilst having 2 Scottish players in your starting 11. That is why we've got Kim Little and Kieran Tierney in the team. The rest of these we can't work on just yet. We can't really do them all together. But yeah, for this one, if we obviously win the tournament, we'll get some nice Evos there, and win 10 will give us a nice pack for tomorrow. And then just playing as many as we can and scoring in as many as we can will give us a lot more content as well. Keeping in mind, of course, that once we win this cup today, if we win it straight away, we will be locked out of it, which won't be ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. We can maybe throw a few finals if we're finding it easy. Or maybe we just go and win it and then come back again tomorrow and do it again. Not a problem at all. I've still got the gauntlet to finish as well, guys. We've still got a little bit to go here. I just need to go and play 7 more. I've won the first round of the current one. Oh, it might reset before 6 p.m. So I might actually have to play this. Oh, no, it doesn't reset this one, does it? So I've won the first round of the second attempt. I just need to win the next 2 games now, and then that will be me. That'll be me or completing that, but obviously a long way to go with that. But yeah, neither here nor there. As for the evolutions, as I was saying, guys, I'm overwhelmed a little bit. I really, really wish EA will do something with kind of enabling you to plan out Evos. I've already kind of missed out on the history of building my Evos on an external website. I can't go back now and kind of plug them in and get them to where they are to see what I could do going forwards. But even just from the reward side of things, we have so many Evos. Some of them real cool, like Intercept Plus. Got Relentless. For example, when I click on Relentless here and I click here, what I want to do is I want to remove players who already have Relentless, right? Because let's say I wanted to put this on Yuri and Timber. He already has Relentless. He shouldn't be there. It would make it a lot easier to kind of figure out who I want to put in what. But we've got so many Evos here and more to come, including this really awesome FC Pro Evo. I don't know who I want to put this on. I might even save that for a super player. Maybe that Jokeres should get that card. But the 100,000 coin I'll Protect You Evo has my head spinning. I've Evo'd up this Mosquera over the last couple of days, putting him in other evolutions. He's got Bruiser intercept, jockey, slide tackle, is only 84 rated and has got brilliant defending, brilliant physical, and very good pace for an 84 rated centre-back. Some nice play styles, and because he's only 84 rated, he will be very easy to apply block to, anticipate, maybe anticipate +2, something else, because he's only got 4 play styles and he's low rated, and he's got brilliant rolls. If we put him in here, he only gains 1 in defending, but he gains a humongous passing and dribbling upgrade, to the point where now his passing becomes very good for a centre-back. His dribbling outside of dribbling, which doesn't really matter, becomes very good for a centre-back. He also gains ping pass, long ball pass, and anticipate plus. The downside to this is I won't be able to just apply some playstyles to him. He already has a playstyle plus now. It's an elite one. I love it. But he also then has 6 playstyles, which kind of omits him from anything furthermore. But it's a very good card. The reason why this is a bit contentious for me is because I actually think we've got a significantly better card in Reed here, and I just don't know if her height is going to bother me. So this Reed card, once she goes through this evolution, guys, also becomes 3-star, 4-star ahead of the 2-star, 4-star. She's got right back and as well, and CDM, of course, which Mosquera will have. She has incisive pass. She gains pinged and long ball. She has jockey block with anticipate plus. The only defensive playstyle I would want on her now would be intercept. She's only got 5 playstyles. We are starting to get to the max 6 playstyles. Intercept wouldn't be impossible to put on her, and maybe even put on her first. Like I can't remember if I've got an intercept regular, which I think I have. And then her rolls are pretty poor, but we can improve the rolls, no problem at all. The reason why I really like the look of this card, guys, her pace is good, her defending is good, her physical is good. The short pass, long pass vision, very similar to Mosquera, is good. But that dribbling, that's different. 99 reactions, 98 composure, 93 ball control, and then really high agility and balance as well. And I, again, feel like it's a sort of card that we can add +3 dribbling to, just in terms of a dribbling stat without improving the overall of the card, and get her actual dribbling up into the 70s and 80s over time. With what a wonderful card. And I actually look at this card and I think, even as a CDM, you know, she's 5'11", this could be a brilliant card. So I want you to let me know down below, guys, would you prefer Reed or would you prefer Mosquera? I'm leaning more towards Reed, but I do want to take your guys' opinions as well. And then we've got lots of other evolutions to go. Obviously, I was focusing quite heavily on the Australians on here, guys. You know, we've got a couple of players so far. We've got Fryer and Klein. I did make Klein up to a 75 rated. I'm really happy that I did. He's 3-star, 4-star now. He needs some more upgrades still. He doesn't have like the most elite group of playstyles. Ping pass is nice. Intercept is nice. Enforcer, bruiser, aerial fortress, and precision header. Not key. I can't lie. I don't know how we're going to fix that over time, but we're going to have to try and fix that eventually by a couple of playstyle pluses. You know, if we can get sort of anticipate plus on him, tiki-taka plus on him, things like that, that can really be the difference for him. But his stats now are quite good, and when it comes to viewing the available evolutions on him, we can't give him Ironclad Instincts anymore because of EA's stupidity with how the expiration works on that. We can give him the playstyles trifecta, however, because he's got too many playstyles, he wouldn't gain the playstyles, so that's quite annoying. And then in terms of the rewards, we do have Intercept Plus that we could put on him. I don't think that's worthy now because he's got Intercept Base on. We've got Own the Ball, which would give him First Touch, which would actually give him First Touch because he's got room for that playstyle. I just don't know if First Touch is what I want on my centre mid, but I kind of do want it on my centre mid. And then we've got the CDM Deep Line Playmaker Plus or Centre Mid Playmaker Plus on there for him as well. But otherwise, it's just skins. And we've got a lot of skins available, which is quite frustrating because I've got no real players that I care to put them on, which is quite interesting. But anyway, enough waffling, enough yapping. We're going to take this team into some gameplay, guys, and we're going to see and show you, and I specifically want to show you this guy right here. Oh, wow. 4-star, 4-star on Eze now. I've put a finisher on him. He has got such elite stats for a striker with Tiki Plus, which I'm finding to be really handy. And then he's got finesse shot, invented. I'm scoring a lot of like game changer goals with him. He's got first touch. He's got technical. I think this is better than his promo card. I think it's better than other cards that he's got and other Evos that he's got. And yeah, I'm really happy with some of these Arsenal Evos. I'm very wary, of course. I don't want this to become an Arsenal Evo RTG, but I also don't not want to Evo Arsenal players. And so I think I need to have like a good look into the club and really pick out those Evo players that we've got that we're not using at the moment, that we should be, that might have good Evo opportunities. For example, we have got our centre-back with 90 pace, Labib. Why haven't I given him more Evos yet? You know, he's got 90 pace. He's got anticipate. He's got block. When we look at what's available for him, we obviously could put him into... oh, no, we couldn't put him into the other one because he's got too much pace, I think, hasn't he? We could put him into... What would we have for him? Intercept plus on a centre-back. That could be big. Relentless on a centre-back, that could be useful. Jockey could be nice. And then other than that, there's nothing really there, really. But we could already start working on a few Evos for him and a few of the other guys that I've started building up. What I don't want to do is make this like the Crappers, where I've got an absolute insane amount of players to continuously look through and work towards. I've got a good group of players here with Antoniu, with McDermott, with Labib, with Santos, with Leah, who I haven't even touched in a fair while in terms of evolutions, Smith and Reed. We've got, and then of course the two Australians here. We've got a great opportunity to take some of these players and make them really, really cool. And I've actually got to get to it rather than just waiting until the final moments. So lots to work on with Evos. We're going to be starting with Pepe and Borbet though. And I just want to show you what I did with Pepe. I asked last night, has anyone used dual threat? It looks like a terrible Evo to me. Somebody suggested to use this Pepe because he's Arsenal past and present. He actually gets a really good upgrade for just a +1, and so for that reason I don't mind it. He comes away with whip pass, which I like, technical, relentless, finesse shot, and inventive. 4-star, 3-star only still, but he does get quite a nice boost, and so I don't mind it too much. I don't know if I'll put somebody else in the other one. And then Borbet is just in the no panna. She gets full work plus, which is nice. She's the only one that fit in it. I just need to play one more game with her and then she's finished. And then Fryer, we've just put into... did I do that here or did I already choose to do that? I put finesse shot plus on him. He's going to be brilliant for the Silver World Tour thing with finesse shot plus. I think he's going to be stupidly overpowered and stupidly broken, and I'm really looking forward to using him as well. With that though, guys, let's go and get some games for this this new tournament and see how this team plays. Right, guys, as we go into the gameplay for today, I've got a few comments from the last few videos, actually, because I've done a few live videos, and just to, first of all, guys, extend my apologies. I have been a bit unwell recently. I've been so drained, man. Like, my throat has been mad sore. I've been really struggling to get to sleep, and then when I am awake, I'm just absolutely exhausted. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it does feel like I'm sort of on the mend a little bit now. But yeah, that's why there's been a bit weird. It's been a bit different with the uploads recently. But anyway, here we are, guys. Here we are. Now, one thing that I haven't done in a long time is just have a video where I'm talking. I used to do it a lot, where I just kind of like explain how I feel about the game. Not a state of FIFA sort of thing, but more of like my connection with the game. And I became so like paranoid of keeping everyone pleased that I stopped doing that. But I do think it's time for a whole, how do I get the most fun out of this game sort of chat, because it just seems like a never-ending battle, doesn't it, to actually get some enjoyment and some engagement from the video game, even though there is quite a lot there. And I think for me, one of the things that I mostly love about this game is live events, which we're playing now, and evolutions, which we're completing now. And you know, EA have just released some new evolutions today, some like small upgrade ones, some flash evos with some like +2 overalls, but some really tidy upgrades which can really help give us a boost in certain players. You know, I can get Gabriel Jesus a +2, but I can give him 6 sprint speed, and although that's probably not worth it, it might be one of the only times in the near future that I'm actually able to take him to that pace where he could be more impactful. And it's not lost on me that I've got a lot of Arsenal players and a lot of Arsenal Evos and stuff. And, you know, I think over the last couple of years when we did the Arsenal Evo RTG, I didn't realise, as I said, you know, in the kind of dying moments of the last game in FC25, I didn't realise how many people I had alienated by kind of specifically going with Arsenal. However, with that being said, I just have way more fun when it's just Arsenal. Not just Arsenal, but I have way more fun when I focus on Arsenal players and Arsenal Evos. I just have more fun. I want to be in a situation where I can have Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli whipping the ball to Kai Havertz and Victor Gyökeres, right? It's what I want out of the game. And at risk of possibly alienating more people, it's certainly something that I will be looking to include like more significantly. You know, I'm still going to be evoing these cards I've got, the Australians and stuff. That's not going to change when there's no like build for the Arsenal there. But I just really like, you know, I just love my football club, man, and I just want to play with my football club. I want to play with my favorite players. I want to play with the players that make me happy in real life in a video game. And I just need to find a fun way, I guess, to kind of like do that in the content so that you guys don't feel like it's kind of pushed that way. Anyway, as I say, that's something where I'll probably do a video over the weekend, just kind of like talking about what I really like about this game, what I don't really like about this game, and how we can draw fun out of this game. However, quite a few comments I picked up from the last videos. The first one is from Corey Coffey. He said, discarding LibSud cards now with laughing crying face. I didn't realize I did it. I was like, wait, what is he talking about? So I went back into my my club, the quick sell recovery, and sure as hell, there was a 64 rated bronze LibSud card that I just didn't pay attention to. So I have recovered him. So thank you very much for bringing that one to my attention, man, because otherwise, yeah, as little of importance as it may have had, it still matters, doesn't it? And I don't want to be throwing them away, that's for sure. Wayne Giogo says, hey Neb, just wanted to know a few things. Firstly, why you put finisher chem styles on all your attackers, and two is, when is the next Crappers video dropping? So Crappers will be either tomorrow or Saturday, and they should, like, because the first episode had so much footage, it took Josh a long time to get through it all, but after the second and third episode, they should start to become a little bit more consistent. You know, hopefully 2 a week minimum would be really nice. Why do I put finisher chem styles on all my attackers? So this is a really interesting thing, actually. I think that the thing that I get from finisher is the best, basically. You know, it gives 6 agility, 3 balance, 3 reactions, and 6 dribbling. So, you know, really, really good stats in dribbling. And then for shooting, it gives 6 positioning, 9 finishing, and 3 shot power. 9 finishing, guys. That's almost 10% of the total finishing stat that is available. Now, the reason why I like to do that is especially because I've been scoring a lot more goals with finesse shot and finesse shot plus from the top of the box. Having, like, you know, high 90s finishing, high 90s positioning, and high 90s shot power is making these shots for me to score way, way easier. You know, Gabriel Jesus is just having a great time with that finesse shot plus, and the fact that we're going to be able to put finesse shot plus, in fact, I think... oh no, that's McDermott there. Yeah, the fact that we're going to be able to put finesse shot plus on a little bit more as well is going to be really, really nice. We're going to have a fair few players on it, and it's going to make it really, really good for me. The thing that is, like, I'm interested about, though, is, like, you know, EA stated a few weeks ago that it's something around like 85 stand tackle gives like the different animations. And I do wonder, where is the threshold for the shooting animations? You know, where do you get the most out of it? Because wherever that is what I want. You know, if let's say that you get the best shooting animations or the most shooting animations from like 90 shot power and 90 finishing, I'll never really put chem styles on to boost stats up from beyond that point, really. Do you know what I mean? Because it won't make any sense. But I certainly give it as a chem style, because with the way that I play this game, pace isn't hyper relevant. It's not irrelevant, but it's not hyper relevant. I also think that passing play styles are more important than passing stats. And then so it just comes down to the fact that I really want to boost shooting and dribbling as much as I can. Lil Ruben Vert says, I think you will need whip past silver for that cross. Thank you for the heads up. I think for tomorrow's video, well, tomorrow's going to be a massive pack opening video, actually. So not for tomorrow's video, but for one video over the weekend anyway. I do really want to try a new formation. Even the 4-4-1-1, guys, I'm getting tired of it. Like, there's a few problems with this formation that I'm not enjoying. A few things I keep noticing as, like, issues, especially defensively, that when I fix them defensively, it leaves me with big problems offensively, you know, with like how I set the fullbacks up most specifically. But yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm like, I really want to find a new formation, and I really want to find a formation that works for me because it works for me. And what I want to do is kind of like get the formation down, get the players in the formation with how I want to use them, and then from there kind of like figure out how to play with the formation, rather than just hoping it all comes together, but actually put some time in to see what's where and how it all works. But yeah, thanks for letting me know that I need at least whip past silver for that one, because it is healthy. Simon says, now that you've used Gyökeres, would you say that he was worth completing for a non-Arsenal fan? The honest answer, mate, is no. He is very, very good. I think he offers something a bit different. One of the other comments in the comment section from that video actually was about the fact that because he has rapid, quick step plus, and is lengthy with the certain stats that he's got, he will effectively feel like one of the fastest players in the game in a straight line. And I thought we saw that yesterday actually when I did the player lock and ran through with him. He was blindingly fast. Which is really, really good with everything else that he has to offer. But no, for over 300,000 coins, and with the Black Friday stuff coming, like, it's a sort of card that I reckon my Evo, like, I haven't started Evoing Havertz properly yet, but I reckon an Evo Havertz will surpass that Gyökeres very, very quickly. And so no, I think he's wildly overpriced. I probably wouldn't do him if I wasn't an Arsenal fan, in spite of the fact that he was good and fun to play with. Romain says he's been saying he'll do the silver icons on squad battles for days now. Bro hasn't done one game. LMAO, understandable since SB is pure bad. I didn't do a single game in squad battles, but I did get Pele. I don't know if you guys saw on my Twitter account yesterday. I actually sat there and played the FC Pro Open. I gave away, I think, 4 or 5 wins in the final in the end. I got a fair few thank yous because people were struggling to win the finals. But yeah, I did it in a Pro Open because the game halves are shorter. They're 4 minutes, same as squad battles. I was just getting a lot of easy rage quits. And I did, after the fact as well, I actually just went and gave loads of wins away in that first round as well. Because I like, the timer was running out, it was going to expire basically, and I thought, you know, I've played the first and second round because it's allowed me to do some evos and allowed me to get the Pele and stuff. So I wanted to just send some people through into the second round for a few rounds afterwards, which was pretty cool. But yeah, ultimately I did go and get Pele. I didn't complete the Silver Tour World Tour thing, so I didn't get that Fred or the 81x4. And I also didn't get the 20 wins for the other cup that was there. And as I explained yesterday, you know, once I put Muller in, it became way easier. And that's why this time around, why we're doing this right here, right now, is because I really want to get those silver icons ASAP. I want to get my silver team down. I want to be comfortable with the players, and I want to enjoy myself a little bit more. The last comment that we've got, as we go back onto the game, let me go back onto the game here, and I want to show you actually... what did I want to show you? What did I want to showcase here? I can't remember. Yeah, oh yeah, I know what I wanted to showcase you. The messages. Here you go. So Doodle says, and I don't know what time in the morning this was, probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. There you go, 11:45 for that one. We got a thank you. And then also the other guy looked like he was an Arsenal fan, and obviously must be a viewer perhaps, because we've got a thank you, bro. That's at 10 to 2 in the morning, and that was in the final. I gave him the win in the final there. Thank you, bro. Come on, you Gooners. So we did go and get that Pele in the end. The last thing that the last comment that I've got for today, and the last thing that we're going to talk about today, is, well, I've got a player pick to go as well. Actually, is from KK4268. He says, I don't know how you guys find the tourneys so chill. Every time I get to a final, I feel like I'm playing a 12 to 15 win foot champs player, sweaty AF. So much so that after 4 lost finals in the quali tournament, I gave up, as it will become a 3-match waste of time. Better to grind rivals, get good. I know. No, there's no get good about it. Like, we're not those people here, man. Like, I'm not the sort of content creator or the sort of person on social media that's like, oh, you can only get 6 wins, you must be terrible. I'm like, damn, you can get 6 wins in champs. I think that's like commendable. I know it's like goes against the status quo of what everybody thinks should be the situation of like, oh, you know, 15 wins is the only thing that's acceptable. But people are good at different things for different reasons in different ways. People have different time on this game. People have different motives on this game. People play with different teams on this game. And it's one of those situations where, like, I don't know why people struggle in the cups more than other modes, but do you know what? I didn't even look at rivals this week. Maybe there's some new rivals rewards, but I despise, guys. I despise rivals. I despise it, and champs as well, to be fair, but more so rivals, because, oh, was there no season reset? At last. At last, EA. No season reset is the best thing you have done in a long time. The reward upgrade here, 83 by 4, 83 by 4, 84 by 3, 83 by 4, 18,000 coins, 75 by 10, a mega pack and a player pick. I would dare say this just isn't worth it still. And the reason why I think, I know we've been through this maybe 100, 200, 300 times, but the reason why I think Rivals just absolutely isn't worth it is because in my experience in Rivals, no matter what division I've been in so far this year, and last year was pretty similar, but let's forget about last year. Let's just talk about this year. In my experience, everyone in Rivals is just the sweatiest player. Like, it's just not a fun experience whatsoever. Let's have a look at Division 2 rewards. So you get a player pack, mega pack, a little upgrade there, team of the week, and yes, and again, the rewards aren't worth moving up the divisions for. But what I hate about Rivals, and similarly what I hate about Champs a little bit, is a loss could be a dramatic waste of time. Like, you could play Rivals, you could sweat it against a really intense player, it could take you 20 minutes. Champs, maybe you go to extra time, takes you 30 minutes, and you come away with literally nothing. Whereas in live events, even if you lose, chances are you've still completed an objective towards the thing, and also the games are 4-minute halves or sometimes 3-minute halves, so it's just way quicker. So I like it because of that. Now, on the note of finding the tourney so chill, I want to make it like very clear, because again, we talked about this a couple of videos ago, because there was somebody trying to give me grief for enjoying the tournaments because they're easy. I want to make it clear, I don't find the tournaments easy. I find them enjoyable. I think there is a big difference, and if we look at the objectives I've got completed so far for the tournaments this time around, as you just saw with the gameplay that we just had there, I didn't win it yet. I got to the final one time out of three attempts. Am I in it now? I can't remember if I played it again or not yet. But I have only won 4 games. So I think I lost in the second round twice. Oh no, I've got two games left. So yeah, I lost in the first round, I lost in the final, and I lost in the second round. So I've got 4 wins. I've got 2 more entries left for today, which I will take and I will do because I like it. But yeah, what I like about it is it's a good mix and it's stress-free. One of the guys that I played against there, I think he beat me 4-2 or whatever in the end. His first goal was banging. He's like a real good skill goal, like off of kickoff, like through all my team. He was brilliant, and it was fun to play against him because you know what he did for me? It inspired me, and I don't know if you noticed from the gameplay, but the next few games I was now trying some elasticos, and I was trying some of the things that he did against me. I was trying to implement into my own gameplay, thinking, oh, this could be good. How can I kind of like utilize this to my advantage? And off the back of playing that sweaty player, did it matter that I lost? Not a jot. Was it a tough game? Yes. But was it enjoyable? Yes, it really was, because there was just no jeopardy. And he had a sweaty team. He had like Teo Hernandez, Marcus Rashford, and these sort of players. And I don't have those sort of players. And so my tip would be, when it comes to the tournaments, again, I don't think they're chill. I don't think they're easy. I think they're fun. And there's many reasons why I think they're fun. But also, if you want to win them a little bit easier, I would suggest that you go and build a sweaty meta team for them, because when you come up against players, right here, for example, like I don't have a bad team here. Let's not pretend that I do. McDermott is obviously a silver card still. This Allison guy isn't great. And one thing that you notice about a lot of the players in this team, no playstyle pluses. And for Kieran Tierney, he has got a playstyle plus, but it's not a defensive one. This back line not having any playstyle pluses is a bit of a pain. Bruninia, not very good, low on stamina. She's always knackered by the end of the game. Anthony, I didn't find very good. And then I'm subbing on, Pepe. I was subbing on Fryer. I was subbing on Klein. Like, I'm bringing on like even lower rated players. And sometimes that's notable, but I still enjoy it. What I would say is, like I say, if you want the best out of it, you will match up against loads of people with loads of like teams like mine. Some good players, some mid players, and some Evo players. And you'll also match up against people with like full club Evo squads and stuff, which is absolutely brilliantly fun. And it's a lot easier if you build a sweaty meta team to win these tournaments. So don't be afraid to build those sweaty meta teams, because, like I say, I don't care to come up against them. It doesn't bother me. I'm sure it doesn't bother anyone to come up against them, because you're coming up against them one every 4 games, one every 6 games, instead of in Rivals or Champs, where it is every bloody game. Anyway, guys, for today, we are going to end with the player pick. I did already 2 of these player picks. I went and did like loads of all of the marquee matchups. I've done basically all of the challenges apart from the stuff that came today. So the new marquee matchups has come today and stuff. But in the upgrades, EA have given us today, guys, an 82 by 10, which is so nice. And they've given us this pick. So I've got this pick one more time before it's complete. I am going to give you guys, because they've got best of and best of team of the weeks in pack, I want to give you guys a little sum. So we're going to end with this pick first. And then we're also going to build the 82 by 10 as well. And open one of those, and I'll save one. And then the rest will just be open from tomorrow onwards, basically, when the new content comes and the new players are in packs. And, you know, maybe I should save them now, but there's a few Arsenal players in packs right now. You know, Mariona is back in packs, and I think that card would be brilliant for our team. There's a lot of good stuff available right now. And yeah, you know, if you continually prolong fun, will you ever have any? You know what I mean? Like at some stage or another, you just got to be like, hey, let's just play the game for what it is, when it is and where it is, and see what we get. And we'll get what we get, and we won't get upset. And hopefully this will pay dividends for us. So a 3 of 10, 80 plus. We get 82 so far. Another 82. There's an 84 Letitia, an 83 Dali, and an 83 Garcia. So not great, but not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. And we also have the 82 by 10. Now, this is really good value again. If I remember correctly, last year, this was infinitely repeatable, right? This time around, it's 3 times per day, but it only requires an 82 rated squads with an inform, which is really good. So we're going to go 82 rating high to low. Storage, we want club and storage, and gold rare. We want to ignore position. I just want to build all the 82s in first, and then I've got an 80 rated inform that I'll pop in alongside it. And of course, I don't want to use the Evos, so Havertz will be the guy that comes out. The rest of them can go, including that Yuri and Timber. He can go because obviously that's not my inform Yuri and Timber, or my Evo Yuri and Timber. And we've got lots of team of the weeks there. And so, yeah, we'll end today, guys, with this 82 by 10. Of course, if you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel, feel free to drop a thumbs up. And if you're enjoying the RTG, let me know down below. You know, like, I know this game is not always the best. The views on this game are dying for everyone, but still, so many of you show up, so I'm super grateful for it. And I want to make sure I'm still bringing you the best content that I can, in spite of the fact that a lot of people have moved on from this game. So I appreciate you guys being here. Let's rip our 82 by 10. It is a walkout. That's a good start. It's a right mid. It's a Lise from the Bundesliga. Is he the... Oh, it's a Bayer Leverkusen. Who's that? Grimaldo maybe as well. Is he a walkout? Maybe Jonathan Tah? No, he's now at Bayern. It is Grimaldo. Is that a promo Grimaldo potentially? Oh no, it's inform Grimaldo. See, how nice is that for an 82 rated squad as well, guys? We get a bigger inform back. We get 86s, 84s and stuff for all those 82s. Absolutely banging. Very happy with that. That is going to be the end of the video for today, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.